Hello and welcome to my latest What Sold video. My name is Trisha and I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Thredup. My store name is Sandy and Otto. And yeah, I guess now during the pandemic I'm more of a full-time seller, but not much is selling. So this What Sold video is for the time period of March 10th. I just lost my dates. The 10th through the 17th of March 2020. And as you can see, I've had 17 sales in that time frame. 4 of them are from eBay, 3 are from Poshmark, and 10 are from Thredup. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. First item that sold for eBay are these Bandolino blue women's. They're pants, not really quite denim pants. Or were they kind of denim pants? Maybe they were. No, they were more of a canvasy type pant. And they sold for $17.59. They did sell for the sale price. I had a 12% off sale going at the time. And they also sold for the 2% promoted listing. I do have all of my items on eBay at a 2% promoted listing. In terms of the 4 items that sold on eBay, this one was the only one to sell through the promoted listing. Just to kind of give you a little more information on that. I do cross-post all of my items on eBay and Poshmark, including the hard goods. The only items I don't have cross-posted on Poshmark are a Holly Hobby collection. Those are just on eBay, which I have not sold any of those this week, so you won't be seeing any of those. But if you're interested, I do have a video on my YouTube channel that shows all of the Holly Hobby items I have for sale. Next up are the size 6 women's pumps. They are the brand Unlisted. You can see right there it says Unlisted on the inside. I did accept a best offer on these for $8. And also want to mention that the buyer pays for shipping on all of these items. And I also want to mention that I've recently changed how I do my cost of goods. All of my items, I went through and did kind of an annualized, what am I trying to say? Just one cost for all of my items annualized. And so most of my items I get from Goodwill. In my area, Mondays are kind of the end of the color of the week sale. And so those items are $1.79 or less. And so I get a lot of my items on that day. I also get items from other thrift stores. Some items I have bought up for. A lot of items I do also get at rummage sales and yard sales, and then I get a bunch of items at no cost for me. And so I kind of cost average. That's what I was trying to think of. So I cost averaged everything kind of annually. And so my cost for everything from how I figure it out is $2.25 an item. Next item is an item that I had up for auction. Went through the cycle a few times, few weekly auctions before I got a taker on these. There was really nothing wrong with them. The only thing that was wrong was that they were missing, and I don't know where I have the picture of that. They were missing the button. And I just didn't really want to stick them in a pile until I got to actually sewing a button onto them. So I just put them up for auction for $3.99 and got a bid on that. And so I'm sure the person who got these is going to be very happy with them because, again, they're in great condition, just needed a button sewn, and I just thought, I will just go ahead and just get rid of them for cheap. The last item I sold on eBay is this Neiman Marcus merino wool sweater. Had these really neat kind of leather accents on them. And I did accept a best offer of $17 on this. And again, the buyer paid shipping on this. And so those were my 4 eBay sales, and this one being on the what was this, the 14th, was my last eBay sale since this coronavirus pandemic. I will say I have been listing every day, and I have had a lot of people in looking. So people are definitely in eBay. They're looking. I have items. People are watching items. I just think nobody's quite ready to kind of jump in yet and maybe buy on things, but they're definitely looking, they're flagging things, I think kind of waiting for a little more uncertainty. So I definitely would recommend keep listing and get your store as full as you can, because I think once people feel a little more secure, they're going to be shopping like crazy, because they are definitely in looking. And even in Poshmark, I can see I'm still getting lots of followers, lots of likes, lots of everything. People just are kind of hesitating on the buying, but they're definitely in looking at things. So my first Poshmark sale for this week is this new tag San and Sun tankini halter top, and I accepted an offer of $13 on that. And I was just going to check real quick on my Poshmark, but I don't see that I have, no, I was just seeing if I had any shipping discounts, and I do not have shipping discounts on any of these items. The next item I sold are these sandals, these Corky's Elite Jamaica, I believe was the style name on these. Really cute, very colorful. They were a size 11 on these, so really nice size, and they sold for $23. And then I sold this mosaic. This was from Spain, from Valencia, Spain. And it had this really pretty mosaic tiles on this mirror. Very, kind of, I did put boho in there because it definitely had a boho feel to it. And that sold for $15. And yeah, I'm putting all of my home decor and everything on Poshmark. Also, I'm getting lots of looks on Poshmark from these items, and I have definitely sold some pictures, and I'm starting to put other home good type items on there, and definitely there is interest on Poshmark for those items. Then on to Thredup, which is kind of the bulk of my sales for this week. And when I say this week, it's a little deceiving with Thredup, because if a customer has purchased these items, it was probably, let me click on this one, like this one sold. This one sold probably 3 to 4 weeks ago. But the way Thredup works with its payouts is the item has to be shipped. So that's about a week by the time they process it and ship it out and it gets delivered. Plus, the customer then has 2 weeks to decide if they want to keep it or return it. So you're looking at like 3 to 4 weeks before you actually get paid on items that have sold to customers. So it's a little deceiving when I say this week, but I don't count my Thredup until I've actually been paid for the item. Now, in this case, this item sold for $62.99, but my portion that I get is $19.05. Again, with Thredup, if you've seen any of my other Thredup videos, you know, they're great because you don't have to do any of the work. You don't have to photograph it. You don't have to list it. You don't have to ship it out. You don't have to do any of that except stick it in a bag and send it to them, and they do all the work. So depending on if you're willing to sacrifice some of your sale price, or in this case, I don't know if I would have made any more than $19.05 on this had it sold for at Poshmark or eBay. You know, by the time you take your sales price, by the time Poshmark or eBay takes about their 20% off, I probably would have made $19.05 off of this had it sold on those other platforms, and had to have done all the work on it. The next item that sold were these Lauren Jean Company. These were really cute. They had this nice little design on them. This one is a little bit different because it's sold in a goodie box. I've had a lot of items sell in the Thredup goodie boxes, and those you usually get paid for in less than a week, probably about 5 days processing time by the time they kind of reserve the item on your site and it actually processes to where you get paid. It's probably about 5 days on that. And so my payout on this was $13.40 on this item. And this was nice because these were a size 16, so that was a really good size on those. These also were a size 16, and they went in a goodie box, and again, same price, so my payout was $13.40 on these. This denim, I wish this one had been priced higher. Unfortunately, it was only $22 they put the high price at, so $17.99 was the highest I could go. I check the Thredup before I send it in, so I must have thought that it would have started off at a higher price when I originally sent it in. So my payout was only $2.43, so this one was disappointing. And had I known that and really, I guess, understood that, I probably would not have sent this one in. This one was very popular. You can see 96 people had this as favorites. So I would say Madewell short sleeve white shirts, very popular on Thredup. I had a lot of reserves, a lot of interest in this. Just couldn't get anybody to bite on it, and then finally it sold in a goodie box. Again, once you get down to kind of that 50, I think $51.99 to $54.99 range, that's when they start looking at it for goodie boxes. And so my payout on this was $18.15. These Telora, I have to say I am not really familiar with this brand at all, but they sold also in a goodie box. Again, not a high starting price on these, so my payout again was only $2.43. So again, disappointing on this one. This Eddie Bauer dress, again, sold in a goodie box. Did have a lot of interest in this, had it reserved a couple times, just didn't have any takers. So my portion was $7.10 on this item. And this one also sold in a goodie box, American Eagle Outfitters. These were a size 2. And again, my payout was $7.10 on these. This ink, again, I wouldn't really think, I mean, that's kind of what, a Macy's brand or so. Really wouldn't think anything of this, but this design was really pretty. And it had, you can't quite really see in the pictures, but the there's silver in here that really did sparkle. It was very pretty. This sold to an outside customer. So again, this took 3 to 4 weeks before I got paid for it. But my pay was $19.43 on that. And again, that's not really a brand I would think to pick up, but it did really well with Thredup, and at a higher price than I probably would have gotten on eBay or Poshmark. And my last item is this New Tags LuLaRoe skirt, and I am not a LuLaRoe expert. I rarely pick them up, but this one I picked up because it was New Tags. It was a size 3X. And this one sold for $28.99, which my portion was $5.66. So, I would say, since I didn't, again, have to do anything on it to sell it, and it was a quick and easy $5, if you can pick these up for cheap. I did sell a used one in my last What Sold video. I do have a used LuLaRoe skirt that I sold, and again, that sold for $5, and my portion was $5.66. They didn't seem to change any of this based off of New Tags or not New Tags. So again, if you can get them cheap, and $5 and some change is a good price, then I would say Thredup is probably good. I don't know. Again, I'm not really a good LuLaRoe expert to know what the cost is for those or what you can get for those on eBay or Poshmark, but $5 might be good. So that is what sold. So let's go over the numbers of everything. Again, that was 17 items. My total sales were $205.73. My cost of goods was $38.25. My fees were $21.70, and my total profit, which I do take the difference between, especially with eBay, the shipping costs and the postage paid, I do include those items into my profit. And so my profit for the week is $156.84. And so far this week, yeah, no Poshmark, no eBay sales, but again, people are looking. Thank you for watching this video, and I will be putting out more What Sold and more Thredup kind of tutorials as information comes up and I have more to share. And if you could like this video on your way out, I would appreciate it. If you're interested in more of this kind of content or any of the other videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.